What's up, y'all? I'm up here like, where's my music? Where'd it go? What happened? I don't hear it. I don't hear it. Where is it? The music not playing. Oh well, no music today. Get ready because you're about to be an ATLien. Your wishes have come through. All of y'all who said you didn't want Eva's voice on the damn all y'all said that you didn't want Eva's voice on the damn song no more. The song won't play. Oh, there it is. There it is. we got to get Eva's name off the song. Eva has been booted off the island. I don't know what to say. Y'all done got me. Look, y'all done got me going live when it's still daylight outside. It's funny. Alicia said it's funny how people resign. It's funny how people resign. Y'all come on in. Y'all, I didn't even have no intro, but I'm here. But look. Eva pulled a charade on y'all. Y'all remember when Sheree got fired the first time? You know, she didn't got fired like 2-3 times. I didn't lost count. But when Sheree got fired the first time, or was it the second time? I don't remember. Maybe it was it might have been the first. Sheree quit before she got fired. That is what Eva has done. Eva has quit before news got out that she was fired. Anywho, like I was saying, yes, there are several rumors going around about the cast of The Real Housewives of Atlanta. We've been talking about it over on Patreon. It's like Eva's out. Who's next? Who's next? I know Eva's not the only one who's going to be gone. Now, you know, y'all been speculating about Nene. Y'all have been speculating about Cynthia. Y'all have been speculating about everybody else, but from where look, my sources tell me, you know, at least 2 people are safe, and I think it's Nene and Kandi. I think it's Nene and Kandi. At least 2 people are safe. Now, you know, I like Kenya being on the show because it gives me a whole lot of clicks and views. But perhaps, you know, Bravo gave her a year to get her stuff together and maybe they didn't like what she had to give. I don't know. But as far as Eva is concerned, Eva has been out there making moves. Let me change my background real quick. Eva was quick with it, honey. Eva got on the morning show this morning and she told the world exactly what her deal was. Hold on, I'm gonna put a little bit in here. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find Eva. Hold on, here it is, right here. We're gonna listen to what Eva had to say about her Real Housewives of Atlanta departure. Hold on, how y'all doing? I didn't even greet y'all. I just came in like bow. It's all good. I appreciate all of y'all in here who was in here early. Here go Eva, honey. Eva had a lot to say this morning. Let's see what she had to say.
To return to season 13 of The Real Housewives of Atlanta. She said, quote, I appreciate the bond of friendship that I have made with several of my castmates and strong personal relationships I have with numerous executives and producers of the Bravo and Truly Entertainment companies. She said, quote, I am thankful for the opportunity I was provided. However, after speaking with my family and representatives, I believe that what I hope to accomplish for the culture and community will be better served by focusing on other opportunities.
So Eva
on the Ricky Smiley Morning Show
and hold on, Gary with the T. So y'all see Eva hit up her job first, gave them the exclusive about her departure. You know, she had a prepared statement. Eva, you know, the prepared statement that Eva had as Gary so adequately read. I want to read it to you as well because we're gonna dissect it. You know how we do over here. We have to look deeper. We got to look deeper at some of these things. Eva was like, I am thankful for the opportunity I was provided. However, after speaking with my family and representatives, I believe that what I hope to accomplish for the culture and community will be better served by focusing on other opportunities. I look forward to serving my community on the Ricky Smiley Morning Show and finding ways to be a voice during this transformational time in our country for people of color. Yeah, I know they've been dragging Eva. They've been like, Eva is a colorist. Eva need to apologize for them colorism comments she made. But again, I digress. But Eva had a lot to say. Hold on, let's hear what Eva said this morning. Hold on, we got the statement.
I think everything has a reason and a season.
And the time that I spent on Housewives, I enjoyed myself. I cried, I laughed, I obviously fought. And we did a lot of things. But most importantly, I made some great friendships with some beautiful women. And I believe that my time is up. I have a 6-year-old daughter and 2 young boys still in diapers. And they're 24 hours a day, and there is a lot of work to be done. And so I decided to spend my time and energy focusing on my kids and my community and not so much reality show business.
So the shooting that show take a lot of your time?
It does. It takes a lot of time. And if you can imagine, Ricky, when I first started the morning show, I was doing the morning show. I was filling in for Portia because she was pregnant, and I was also pregnant, and I was shooting Real Housewives of Atlanta. So it gave me so little time to be with my family, to bond with my new husband. And I have such an opportunity here. I don't have to overexhaust myself. And so I'm going to take my opportunity to love on my family and to be here every morning from 6 to 10. I don't need 50 jobs.
Well, y'all saying what I said. I was like, did the nappy head comments get Eva fired? Is that what they were like? We can't bring her back because there's too many people calling her a colorist. Is that what it was? I don't understand. You said good for her. A lot of people seem to feel like, it's the perfect time. Bravo allows the women when they get terminated. And I say terminate, I use the word terminated, but we all know it's when their contract is not renewed. They allowed them to say whatever they want to say. Y'all remember when Kenya got terminated or her contract was not renewed? Kenya got online, told everybody she was still in negotiations. She's still working on. She was working on it till after they had filmed the 5th damn episode of season 10. She was still working on it. But I digress, y'all. It ain't about Kenya. It ain't about Kenya. But who do y'all think? Who do y'all think is gonna be next? Do you feel like Eva is the only person who got the boot for season 13? What do y'all think? Who is next? I want to know. Is Cynthia next? Is she living in LA? She already made her escape. She already planned her exit because she knew it was the end. What do y'all think? Let me see. You said Cynthia. Ooh. All y'all in agreement. Oh my God. Cynthia. Oh my God. What? No, not Cynthia. You hope it's Kenya. Dang. You said Bravo clean the house. How they clean the house? It ain't but one gone so far. It's not but one gone so far. Y'all think Nene's still gonna be there? What do y'all think? Meanwhile, Portia has gone on record to say that contracts have gone out. And if Portia is saying that contracts have gone out, it must mean that Portia has secured a contract. Now, we haven't heard anything from Nene and Kandi. Remember, Kandi was just saying she didn't get a contract. Remember, we were laughing because we were like, damn, Yvonne got a contract and Kandi didn't. Well, clearly, Yvonne ain't got none either. But we've already talked about that. Who is Yvonne? We don't even know. You said bring Phaedra back. Phaedra is on Marriage Boot Camp. She is the star on WeTV. Y'all can catch her on WeTV on I don't know what night. Look at your local listings for showtimes. But Phaedra has a whole new man, honey, that she's not with. And, they got together and they did a show together for some coins. So y'all can catch her over there on WeTV. Y'all talking about bringing Phaedra back. How you going to bring Phaedra back? Phaedra got a job. Phaedra has a job. And you see how close to Andy that Kandi is. You see, Kandi got Andy on lock these days, so I don't expect to see Phaedra anytime soon. I mean, we were hopeful, but I don't think, look, Kandi, speaking of Kandi has come out the closet. They said that Kandi has been a card-carrying member of the LGBTQIAX community for quite some time. I don't know personally because I don't sleep with the woman, so I don't know. But, you know, even Kandi says she has dipped her toes and her tongue and everything else in the lady pond. So now Kandi is out. Kandi is out, whatever that means. She outside, out the closet, outdoors. I don't know, out of the corona. You know, she's celebrating along with the LGBTQ for Pride Month. She posted a picture, several pictures, by the way, with her LGBTQIAX outfit on, and she said, and I quote, "The Supreme Court ruling protecting LGBTQ Americans from workplace discrimination is a step towards this country's promise of equality for all. Happy Pride Month, everybody. Go dance in the street." So Kandi is out. Kandi's out, y'all. Kandi. I wonder if Quad gonna be next. Is Quad gonna be next? Who's gonna be next to come out the closet? It is Pride Month. Everybody is standing, you know, proud. Look. You said she was okay. Well, perhaps she's just supporting Vanessa. Perhaps she's just supporting. But the reason why there are mumblings about Kandi coming out, because it's like people have seen this coming. She got a song with Todrick. What's his last name? I can't remember. She got a song with him. He's a very popular, you know, LGBTQ artist. She went on to colorist Claudia Jordan's platform alongside Mr. Manhands and made up after years of animosity between the two. She's, you know, now she's coming out with her colorful rainbow clothing on. So it feels like, thank you so much. She has to be chic. It feels like Kandi is on a mission. Kandi wants to be the new it girl in the gay community. Okay, well, if she's bisexual, that means she's a member. Isn't that what the B in LGBTQ stands for? She is a part of the community. Why y'all mad at me? Why y'all mad? I'm an ally. Kandi is a member. I mean, I'm just saying, there's that. Open up the line so we can get these topics out. I'm not finished. Complex Ken. I'm coming. It's 1,687 of y'all in here counting Facebook. If y'all don't like this video, you better like these videos, because I need to get these numbers up before I take some calls now. Anyway, so Kandi, you know, she's on her platform. Go over to, what is it? Kandi Online. Support Kandi in her endeavors. She's also interviewing some more people, you know, in the community. You know, I feel like that's going to be a common thing for Kandi. Salute to Kandi. Perhaps we'll see Kandi more involved in the LGBTQ community, because she never has been in the past. It's rare that we have seen Kandi out at the Pride, at the park, at Piedmont Park during the, you know, I be seeing everybody. Like, I go out there, I seen Sheree. Remember, Sheree was out there selling $5 t-shirts. Nene be out there. Tamika Raymond was out there. Dr. Hemley was out. It was a whole bunch of people out there. Derek J be out there. Everybody be out there. But I have never seen Kandi out there. So perhaps we'll now see Kandi, you know, mingling with the LGBT community in Atlanta and perhaps the nation. Now, again, we know she's very close to Andy now, so maybe that's it. And look, Kandi didn't even go to the Pride Parade when it was on Bravo. Remember, Kandi had something else to do. I don't remember what she had to do, but remember, she wasn't even on that episode. But again, what's the word? I digress. I digress. You say Kandi loves the lady. I can't stand. Oh, I can't stand y'all. Kandi is fluid. She can do whatever she wants to do. More power to Kandi. It's her body, it's her vagina, and it's her choice to do what she wants to do with it. You cannot judge Kandi for what she wants to do. And if her husband is okay with it, who is me to judge, honey? Who is me to judge? Anyway, now, okay, who else we got to talk about? Is it Nene Leakes? Nene said some things the other day that's got everybody up in arms, honey. She even got Donkey of the Day on the Breakfast Club. like, oh my God, Charlamagne gave Nene Donkey of the Day for saying, for some kind of way, I guess she had a discussion with Glamour South Africa. In the video, which you can find on YouTube, the link is also in my description box. I put the full video there so you can watch all of it, and not just this clip that Kenya and her people took out of it. But I digress, because apparently nobody can find this full video of her talking about it. But we got the full video over here on the YouTube. Hold on, here go the full video right here. And I'm not going to dive into the full video because it would take far too long. But in the full video, Nene talks a lot about George Floyd. She talks about the state of the world today. She talks about racial injustices. She talks about a whole lot of things on this live stream. Now, someone has took one comment, took it out of context, and now all y'all like, Nene is canceled. We don't want to hear nothing else from Nene. She is canceled. Now, the comment that she said, let's listen to the comment, honey. It said, hold on, it's on Housewives of ATL. Let's see what she said.
Gang up. Gang up is more than one person on a person at the same time. George Floyd was ganged up on. So no, he was physically ganged up on. And I have felt verbally ganged up on many times, and that is not fair to me. Gang up. Gang up is more than one person on a person at the same time.
So you heard what she said in that one statement taken out of an hour-long video. Do you remember the other day when she did a post that said, you know, she's just so scared to say anything because people take everything out of context? And I feel like this is what this is. You said Nene is draining. Look, it was a good interview. She talked about a lot of things. Now, it was a bad analogy. Look, I'm not going to take up for her, because when you talk about the situation, in actuality, Nene was talking about the system of inequality, the inequalities that she felt at Bravo. And in doing so, she brought up the fact that she felt bullied, not only by the ladies on the show, but by other people, by the executives, by whoever, by the production company, by whatever. She felt like it's always like she wants to be one thing, but they try to force her to be another. There's all kind of things going on that show. Now, when I was thinking about it, I'm like, wait a minute. Nene has said all of these things over the past year. She has gave us context. She gave us all these little clues. Everybody's like, who is she talking about? Is she talking about Kandi? We already broke that down. She was talking about blonde hair, blue eyes. She was talking about Caucasians who get shows year after year. She has said so many things. And to me, it's like she was just using this time. It's the perfect time to talk about racial injustice. Now, when she talked about police violence versus, you know, being ganged up on reality TV, no, it's not the same thing. But when we discuss the things that are going on in America today, the racism, the systemic oppression amongst people of color, you know, from, you know, other races, therein lies the discussion. She said it wrong, but there's that. But some seem to feel that her comments are inappropriate. They really do. They said that, you know, her struggles with reality TV don't compare, and they don't. However, it's a learning lesson, because think about it this way. Gabrielle Union was free to speak about her oppressor, her employer, after she got fired. She brought everything to the forefront. She said how she felt that, you know, Simon Cowell was treating her and nobody stood behind her. I feel like it's the same as Nene. Maybe she's trying to find an opportunity to speak. Maybe she knows she's scared. She's struggling with, you know, coming out. You said inappropriate, but not fireworthy. You said the same. I'm just saying, people, here's the thing. I'm a black woman. She's a black woman. I know how black women think. At the end of the day, we are always expected to be the strong ones. We can never be the damsel in distress. And it seems like y'all, every single time she tries to speak on something, she gets dragged. She's not being bullied. She's been a bully. But think about all these seasons. Have you ever seen Nene click up with anybody to like go at Cynthia? Click up with anybody to go at Peter? Click up with anybody to go at Kenya? It's always Nene versus whoever. She doesn't have to gang up on anybody. But yet, season after season, allies, all these fake friendships, all of these different things that happen, because they feel like that she's the strong one. And who does that? Who gets behind it? The network, production, whoever else. So when she says she's feeling bullied, there's that. I'm just saying, you said she's being hushed. Exactly. She feels like she can't speak. And in doing so, it's like she got the whole world looking at her like, oh, you make enough money, shut the hell up. Oh, and that's, therein lies the problem. All of us have experienced that on our job as Black women. You feel like, you're in corporate America and you're, in management or whatever. You make a good pretty, you doing pretty well, but there are people making more. But if you speak out and say how you feel like things aren't equal, you're the wrong person. You're the bitter Black woman. You're the angry Black woman. You should be strong. You shouldn't be saying all that. You need to, it's always, anyway, don't get me started. Shoot, look, Gabrielle Union was fired. Michelle Brown was fired for speaking up. It's so many people who get, the boot for speaking up on things that they feel are, inadequate. However, Karen, I'm not off topic at all. Karen can speak up about whatever Karen wants to speak up, and it's not an issue. Well, it might be an issue these days because people are paying more attention, but I'm just saying, we're not allowed to be that. And again, I don't feel like she was canceled. I don't feel like anything that she said was, that newsworthy. Hell, if she look, there's been Black comedians on Instagram that compare themselves to George Floyd. So at the end of the day, like, there's all kind of people comparing themselves for whatever reason. They felt, unequal treatment. They felt, some kind of way. Hers may not have measured up in your brain, but perhaps it is what it is. You said, leave Nene alone. We got bigger fish to fry. Okay. Get Nene off the show. She's not fired. Why did Eva get fired? Rewind, honey. Eva needed to be fired. Speak on Michelle. Okay, why does she keep coming back then? Why would you not come back? She do all this shit talking online just like number 5. No, she don't. Anyway, I don't think she got the boot for speaking up. I'm just saying in general. She it just feels, a little, I don't know. But anyway, I digress. Let me see how many likes I got on this video before I get the popping. Hold on. It's 1,700 people in here. I only got 367 likes. If y'all don't like this video, you better. It is free to like this video. Shout out to the new member in the building. Who's the new member? TMC, welcome, TMC. I thought you was already a member, child. I see you. Yes, I see them likes going up. Thank you very much. I'm about to put this link in here and take some calls and see what y'all have to say. Let me see. It's 2,100 people. 2,100 people, and I can't get a like. Oh my God. Man, if y'all don't quit playing, you better. Love from the UK. Shout out. Let me look at these. Let me look in the comments. I'm gonna answer some of these questions first. If y'all need to get it together. When y'all get it together, then I'll put my link in. I'm too smart to be this. How am I too smart to be this slow? She has the right to freedom of speech. Exactly. Eva needed to go. I know Nene feels like the world's on her shoulders. I feel bad for her. Okay, that's how I see it. It's like, that saying, that little meme that goes around, check on your strong friend. How come y'all out there, all y'all Nene haters, seem to feel like she's strong, she can take it, she should just shut up, she's a bully? Who is she bullying? In fact, all this season, all I saw was her apologizing to everybody and being bullied by Kenya Moore. That's all I saw. Maybe y'all saw something different. I don't know. She's falling off her high horse. She's being a Karen. Honey, with brown skin, you do not have, you don't have the luxury of being a Karen when you have brown skin, honey. Ain't no way. She may appear light in all that makeup, but she's still Black, and people, when they see her, they see a Black woman. Trust. She is human. Let her be human. Exactly. Nene, rich bitch. What did you say? Now, what else is going on? Thank you very much. She carried season 12. If it wasn't for Nene, there would not be a season 12 at all. Now, let me see how many likes I got. 600. Okay, it's getting there. I better get 1,000 before the end of this stream. Okay, let me go ahead and put this in here. Thank you to all the members and the Patreons for joining us. You misspelled that, Kendra, but we got it. Kenya is the bully, okay? Put 1 if you think Nene is the bully, 2 if you think Kenya is the bully. If we gonna look, at the end of the day, I feel like they both have their strengths and weaknesses. But last season, it was all on Kenya. It was all on Kenya. I don't care what y'all say. Okay, two, Ken. Okay, 2. Okay. 1, 2, 2. Okay, they go 1, 1. Okay, 2, 2, 2, 2. See, they gonna think this the Nene fan club over here. I just be speaking how I feel. 2, 2. All Kenya people, y'all welcome Team 12, but clearly y'all are in the minority. Y'all are in the minority. Okay, here's the link. Call in. I want to see y'all face. It's daytime. You should have some clothes on. Don't be trying to hide behind an avatar. I'm on the screen and I don't like to be, so you can be on the screen too. Now, click the link, activate your camera and your mic, and join in if you want to talk. Here is the link. I'm going to put it in here 3 times. I know the chat is going a little bit fast. I don't even like Nene, but she was bullied. Okay, Nene is the show. Okay, look, y'all be acting like I'm just delusional, and I'm like, how can y'all not see this? I am a grown woman. I guess that's why I see things differently than some of these teenagers that be on here. But when you grown and you've been through some things, and you know how the world is, you start to see things a little differently. That's all. You start to see things a little differently. 2, 2. Okay. Nene is a gentle giant and she's trying to right her wrongs. That's what I said. I hope she comes back. I hope so too. You said bye, Nene. What y'all gonna watch if she ain't there? What y'all gonna watch? She is not a bully. Kandi is a bully, telling people she going to drag everybody. Let's not speak about Kenya, okay? You a grown woman too, Miss Patty. Okay, we got all the grown women in the building. Hey, friend, how you doing? First in the building.
How you doing, Michelle? Let me tell you something. When I heard this news this morning, I was like, if Michelle don't get on here and get to this, there was going to be a problem. There was going to be a problem. I was in the kitchen doing dishes, and you came on. I said, okay, dishes got to wait. I got to sit down. Now we know Portia got her letter because she put her little thing on. Now, Nene got her letter. Kandi got her letter. The Demon Kenya got her letter. I'm sure of it, because the 4 of them are the housewives. Okay. Now, what I would say is that I don't want. I love Marlo. I love Tanya. I don't want them to get a peach. I would like for them to bring on somebody new, to get some new blood. Don't bring nobody back. What was.
Okay.
Don't bring
nobody back.
No. To bring Phaedra or Sheree back.
Okay,
yeah.
Okay.
I don't want them to bring them back. We need some new blood on there.
I agree with that.
And that will be the housewife. But what Eva did this morning was got in front of it, so she didn't have to say that she didn't get a letter. That's what she did.
She did the exact same thing that Sheree did. I remember what
exactly.
Sheree wrote this whole little speech, and I remember doing a post. Sheree quit before she got fired, or after she got fired. Because at the end of the day, if you know you don't have a letter, you already got the boot.
Exactly. So somebody posted it early in the morning saying that they got their letter. She didn't get hers, so she said, "Oh, let me get in front of it." But I'm glad she ain't coming back, because she wasted up too much of my time. All she was doing was having babies. That was it.
If she would have brought her baby daddy on the show, though, we all would have tuned in.
Oh yeah, we would have been for that. Now,
yeah, he's a mess.
Yeah, we would have been in for that. Now, then she would have had a storyline. Then she would have had a real storyline, because she didn't have one.
Right.
She didn't have one at all. But she was trying to, like Nene said, she was trying to make that plum into a peach at the reunion, but it didn't work. It did not work.
Well,
because she was trying to get into an alliance of stupidity.
Mm-hmm.
And I just can't wait. And I hope it happens this season that Kenya turns on Kandi. And let me tell you something about that Kandi and that little outfit she had on. She's just trying to get into all the platforms that's Nene's on. Because she know, what do Nene have? Nene have that LGBTQ plus following. So now Candy's trying to get that following.
Mm-hmm.
All of a sudden now she gonna make a song with Todrick Hall. Please. She may have had things before, but her insecurities, she hates to lose. She said that a long time ago. She wants to be number one. Well, she'll never be number one on the Housewives. Well, and she wasn't even number one in the group.
You're right about that.
So she's trying to be number one on her own. That ain't even working. So now she's trying to flock over to everywhere Nene is.
But do you see Kandi being that it girl in the gay community? Like, you know, the gays like Lil Kim, they love Monica.
She ain't the it girl in no community.
I just don't see Kandi being. I don't know though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, she could be. I'm not in the gay community, so I don't know. But I mean,
listen, I'm an ally, and I can tell you, she ain't. She wore that outfit. She did an interview with one of the guys from that produces Pose. And he also does Legendary. She did an interview with him and another guy the other day. This is the outfit that she wore.
Oh.
So now she's just taking these pictures. But no, she ain't trying to do nothing but now trying to get in on the platforms that Nene have already had. Mm-hmm. It's a shame because this girl, Kandi, is so talented.
She is.
But she's very talented, but because she has never been number one, it bothers her. Even when she was in the group, they had a show to do. People may not know this. They had a show to do. She went to her high school graduation, then went to the show. Yes, she did. Check it out. Do your research.
Okay.
She's a selfish something.
Okay.
She is a selfish something. I like her, but I don't like her enough that I like Lalitha. That's my girl, and ain't nobody gonna change that. And they need to know that. Listen, there's a hierarchy, and Nene is at the top.
Okay.
They need to learn that.
I agree with you. But
my mother always tell me, she said, know your place. They don't have Nene's place. They trying hard.
They trying.
But what I'm so glad is that with all the little plights that her and Demon Kenya was going on after the reunion, Nene didn't give them. She didn't give them no juice, and I'm glad she didn't, because that's what they wanted.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they wanted.
Because when Kenya went on Kandi's show and said all those things,
thank you. How you know all that?
Like calling somebody a talentless buffoon and all of that. My thing is, as a black woman, you would never read another black woman that low. You know what I'm saying? Like, I talk about people all the time, and I will never go there. You know what I'm saying?
But as soon as they filmed for the reunion, what did she do? She ran and told B Snot some information that wasn't even full.
Mm-hmm.
Just for that idiot to go put it out there and had it wrong.
Right.
So, you know, they need to know, stay in your lane. You'll get there one day.
Well, thank you so
much. What Kenya needs to do is work on that no hairline she got in Sally's.
Oh, I thought you meant her hairline.
In Sally's.
Okay, I get it. Her bottled water.
Right. And be truthful about what's going on. Because the thing of it is, okay, you wear a wig, everybody wear wigs. I don't wear wigs. I like the short hair. I'm good. But you wear a wig. What's the big deal? You wearing a wig is not going to mess up your production of what you have. Now, but you want to go in on you can mess up everybody else's stuff. But when people come for yours, it's a problem.
You're right.
Now, the next thing with this lie she telling with Mark Oh, they quarantined in 2 different places. How does Sam Hill Cynthia get on a plane and go to California, and she couldn't get a plane on and come to New York? Really? If she didn't want to get on the plane, she could have had somebody drive her up here. It ain't that many hours. I did the drive before.
Well, you know, Kenya's on one. We already know Kenya is on
Yeah,
one.
she on one big lie.
And she's trying to keep the facade up for next season. You know, she showed
Let me tell you something.
License.
I was nearly
on. They might not bring her back. What if they don't bring Kenya back? What Team Twirl gonna do?
They'll bring her back. Because she is, I will tell you, even though she's a demon, she is good for the show.
Okay.
She is good for the show because the show entails, they like that friction. But I don't think that she's gonna go back and forth with Nene this year because that was getting tired because she couldn't even give a reason why she was mad at Nene.
Right.
Every time Andy asked somebody what was the problem, nobody knew what their problem was.
Right. And Nene apologized for the Buffalo commentary if that's what she was holding on to, but you're gonna keep holding on to that same thing. What you mad at next? Like, it's anyway.
That she ain't number one.
Okay.
That she ain't number one. That's what she mad at. She was so happy when they were on the TV that she got to be in the left-hand top circle. Top square.
Okay.
Because she was next to Andy, but so was Nene. And Nene was in the square of the seat that she would have had if they were on TV.
Okay. Well, powerful. Thank you so much for your input as always.
You too. Have a good day. I'm so glad you came on. I was waiting for this one.
All right. Thank you. I appreciate you.
Okay. Bye-bye.
All right. Goodbye. Absolutely amazing. Hey, look at that face. I see you. Girl, you better be safe. Is you driving?
Cause every time you come on, you do not pick me because I do not be on camera. I'm so mad at you.
I don't never see you. It be so many people back here.
And you know who I am.
I know you. That's my point. If I saw you, I would pick you.
But I don't be on camera, and you just let me sit in the bathroom.
I would never do that to you. Absolutely amazing.
Unfair, but I still love you.
But I want you to put that phone down and talk. I don't want you. We'll look at the ceiling. Child. What you got to say? Absolutely amazing, honey.
First of all, I don't know who to start with, but let me tell you, I emailed you about Lovely T.
About who?
Lovely T.
Who that?
Okay, anyway, is that something we want to say for Patreon before I start?
Can I read your email?
Yes.
Oh, I can? Hold on. Let me bring it up.
Go ahead.
Oh,
but anyway,
Lord.
I honestly feel like production is instigating those girls because they want to force Nene off the show.
Oh, okay. I found your email. Hi, Michelle. Hope you are getting some rest, hun. I apologize for bothering you. Can you please reach out to Nene's PR and tell them never, ever to send an invite to Unlovely TI to any more of Nene's future events? She did a live last week and put out a narrative that Nene was shading Portia and is jealous of Portia. And now today, she has a video up and it is very distasteful. I'm like, girl, I can't with her.
Yes.
First of all,
yes.
I don't know that she ever got an invite to any of Nene's events.
Okay.
That's all I got to say. Okay. I've seen her at one, but I don't know that she actually got an invite from Nene herself. That's all I got. I don't.
Okay.
Well, actually, I do know, but I don't want to. That's between them.
Right. Don't even talk about it. But go. If it's still up, I just can't with her. I'm like, is she really gonna do this? And she done sat at Nene's table and ate with her? You nasty little heifer. But yeah. I'm glad Eva's gone. And I just want to say this about Kandi. Kandi wanted a problem with Nene. She knew Nene was not talking about her, but she took the opportunity to respond, and she did so. And she did so in the worst way, and she's allowing this vitriol to turn her into the worst person ever. And Kenya, which we all know, she just hates herself and she's miserable. And they are making Black women look absolutely like clowns. And they're using this to, like you said, the way they talk about Nene, it's just a shame. And Kandi, like how you said, she looking like a coon. Somebody called Kandi the white man's coon. Girl, I fell out.
I saw
and she's
that.
allowing Bravo to they look like fools as Black women sitting there being used as a tool to be fighting another Black woman and sitting there kicking each other while they're down like that. I cannot believe they're doing that, especially in this particular hour with so much is going on when they should be unified. I mean, if there was ever a time to put differences aside, now is the time.
Yeah.
Now is the time. And even if you can't be friends, you should at least cease all of that mess.
Yeah. It's a lot.
Especially when Kenya, she tries to be so intelligent and speak so woke sometimes in an intelligent manner, and she can't even do that right now. She still wants to have issues. And I just can't believe Kandi. I can believe it, but I can't believe she's so jealous of Nene and she hates her so deeply, but she can't even hide it. And what Peter said, why she doesn't like Nene, is true. She wants to be in Nene's position, and she'll do it at all costs. She'll do it at any and all costs. She just does not want to be the one to get her hand dirty.
Right. I agree. Well, absolutely amazing. You be safe. You're making me nervous.
I'm almost home now.
Okay. Well, we're going to be on Patreon a little later. A lot later, because I'm going to do my late, not my late.
Patreon and tell you about that other YouTuber, honey, because she's a mess.
Yes, we will talk about that on Patreon, most definitely.
Thank you for letting me come on your stream.
Thank you for activating the camera. I appreciate you.
Oh God, this won't happen again. Bye, y'all.
Bye. Shout out to the squad. Hold on, let me see who back here. Hold on. Let me see. Ann Grace.
Hi, I'm working from home. Hi. So I'm looking a hot mess. I'm like, no, not the camera.
You're not looking a mess. Why do y'all do that? You're not looking a mess. I promise.
No makeup, no nothing. I just put my turban on because you made me go on camera.
You're cute. Look, if I can do it, you can do it. Trust me, because
You be slaying, and you talked about them hair for the longest through the quarantine, and I don't know, many people who was still looking that gray like yours was looking. Nah, honey, you be slaying. But so I'm working here, and I get the bing, bing, bing. I was like, say it ain't so. It was the Eva celebration on social media.
Not an Eva celebration.
Wait, we're supposed to be having unity, Black people, unity. But it was a social media party. When that announcement came across, said she was no longer with them.
Man, when I tell you, so many of y'all hit me up. I don't even get up there early. All y'all would hit me up early in the morning. I was like, if y'all don't stop pinging my phone, Patreon people, because that's the only one I got that I got my notifications on. Then I saw Instagram, they all in the DMs. Michelle, you going to lie to talk about Eva being fired? I'm like, look.
Okay. Well, she done went on this whole press tour, to paint this narrative that she wants us to believe. I'm like, when you've been ever like socially conscious and culturally conscious and all of this stuff, that's never been you. You've called Black women all kinds of names and stuff like this. When you ever became this so peaceful, want to, be about, so all that she's saying, I don't think anyone's buying it. My thing is, I'm wondering if, because everything is the way it is, and she has made a lot of problematic statements, if that had to do something with them not renewing her contract. Because I kind of feel like
I think it had to do with her just not pulling her weight, period. I mean, that may have contributed to it. But if you think about it, like everybody knew, like Eva, we were surprised she came back this season. You know what I'm saying? So it's like maybe they gave her another opportunity, and this season she didn't bring it. And then I recall, didn't Nene do an interview too recently and saying that some women only bring it to the reunion? And that's how Eva was. She came to the reunion fired up, but you weren't fired up throughout the season.
Right. So I think with Bravo, this is one where everybody's excited. Like, so they know they got it right with this one, with her not returning. As far as the Nene thing, I did see the whole interview. So I saw the whole one. I think that for the majority of what she was saying, and I said this to somebody else, if you listen to all the interviews or anything she's been talking about lately, she has been saying that same exact thing. Where she made the mistake was trying to bring George Floyd's situation, since it was current, as an example. Yeah, that didn't match together.
But you had to watch the whole show. It was an hour show. And the beginning of the show, that's all they were talking about, everything that was going on in the world today.
And that was back to him, right? Because that was the social death thing they were talking about. But I think that even then, I wouldn't have used it because, of course, they're going to take that little piece and then take it out.
But you know, once you say something, you can't take it back, especially when it's on live. You're on Instagram. You know, she was just talking off the cuff, and I can understand that. I've said things I couldn't take back before. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean,
I was like, please let them forget and not cancel this lady out.
Right. But and I don't think, you know, and that's the point. Like, you know, donkey of the day, like, okay, I guess nobody else doing nothing. Might as well. And like I always tell you, good, bad, or indifferent, it's just good people be talking. So I don't think she's taking it any seriously than, you know, thinking that she counseled or anything like that. I just think at the end of the day,
because you don't even sit still, like to the degree, like, you know, when Trina said what she said and different people, it was going, Shaquana said what she said, it was going on for days and days and days and days and days. People were still talking about it, but you don't even really hear you know what I'm saying, and hearing it like you heard it on the first day when they tried to make that like their head news. Of course, everybody needs money off of having her do anything. So you just gave
look, that's why all my thumbnails,
yeah,
all my thumbnails have Nene in it.
Yep, because that's where you're gonna make your money. And then Kandi on this new thing, I do believe that Kandi is making business moves, and everything she's doing right now is about business moves, diversifying herself and all of that. And I agree with the other caller, like, Nene always was one of the ones that the LGBT community really leaned toward. And I think that was another piece that she's trying to now get into that as well. And so I felt as her playing nice with Andy and stuff like that, this is just one of those ways to get in with him. You know, this is his sweet spot. This is him. This is what he cares about. So I think for her, every move she's making, it's political, it's business, and that's it. That's what I feel about Kandi. It's strategic. Everything is strategic. So whether you like her or not, she is playing this game, but everything that it is worth, she is playing it. And she's going to milk this cow. Hopefully, with some of these conversations she's having, what I'm hoping will come out of this, that these women of RHOA get paid a higher salary coming in this next season. That's what I hope is the outcome. Because they do deserve to be paid. Being that #1 show, it just doesn't make any sense or make sense to us. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I do hope the conversations and all that she's doing, the outcome does better all these women, and that they could come back saying, hey, this is the highest salary we ever got from RHOA. You know what I mean? So that's what I hope. But that's all I have to say.
Well, I appreciate you.
Eva,
you did great. You did great. Thank you for coming on screen. I appreciate you, Ann Grace.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye. Oh, excuse me. Hold on. Only because I know you, Mickey.
Hi, Michelle.
Hi, Mickey.
How are you?
I'm fine. Are you scared to show your face?
Yeah, one day I will.
Okay, fine. Only because I know you.
I know. This is the day we've been waiting for.
I don't want to celebrate like that. But it's not like we didn't see it coming. That's all.
Yeah. I mean, there has been, speculation for a few weeks, but I mean, this is just how phony she is. She's trying to get ahead of it and be like, "Oh no, I don't have time. I want to spend time
I
with my
always tell
kids."
y'all, nobody walks away from the Real House.
Yeah, especially
Nobody.
now we're in the middle of a pandemic. Or over 40 million people have filed for unemployment. You really think she's gonna walk away from a peach
Right.
from the show, even if it's a friend role? She's
Right.
gonna take that check,
Right.
But that's just how phony she is. Oh, the Ricky, I'm gonna with the Ricky Smiley show. Really? You've been you 17 years.
Well,
But that was just,
she might get the
between
boot
them.
from that next. You saw that's how they did Claudia. As soon as she got fired, her job was gone.
Exactly. And it's just like she's just I'm glad I mean, we kind of had a feeling that was going to happen,
Uh,
but I'm glad they got rid of her. But, is Cynthia next? I hope she is, because Cynthia was very disappointing this season. I really feel like Nene and Kenya have been keeping this woman's present alive on the show for years because they've been fighting over her for so
mhm.
long. They've been securing her peach for so long, but I feel like this season she was very disappointing. The whole reunion, she was on mute, literally. She wanted to get crunk and raise her voice and say whatever when Nene left, and Giovanna was just saying whatever. So it's just like, you might as well. Cynthia is just as bad as Eva in my eyes.
Yeah.
She really is.
Now I think
And
Cynthia, she already got hers planned too. She was like, "Well, I moved to LA," and
yeah,
mhm.
she was already debating, like, oh my God, because I remember on the after show, Eva was asking her, like, where are you going to live once you get married? Like, is it going to be LA? Where is home, LA or in Atlanta? She's like, I don't know. I don't know. Now she's going to come up with some bullshit. Oh, yeah, I moved to LA. Oh, we're getting married, whatever. Like, she's going to lie. Because she really tried it, though. Like, she really was trying to give us a season 13 finale wedding. Like, that was her plan, 10, 10, 20. That's what she was planning. But I really hope they get rid
Now
of her. And I
we
really,
did not want to see Mike Hill. We don't want to see them
oh
get
my
that.
God, he's such a clout chaser. Like, like, you saw what he did with his daughter, and he was saying in front of his daughter, like, who says that?
Right.
Clearly, you're trying to climb up the ladder. You're trying to be the next Peter. It's not going to happen. Like, it's just there. He's just too much for me. And as for Kandi, the previous caller is 100% correct. This woman, everything is strategic. Everything is planned out months and months in advance. Okay.
Mhm.
Every post she does is strategic. Everything. Kandi is, as I said on this channel before, she does her everything is behind the scenes. Okay. She would do anything to get all up under the executives. She just wants power. She's power hungry. She has a business mind. She's very business minded. She's very, like, she just wants to be buddy buddy with Andy because she knows Andy's gay, and she's trying to appeal to a whole new audience. Yes, Nene already has that fan base. She's just trying to, replace Nene. And I don't know why she doesn't understand that, like, that's never going to happen.
Mm.
She doesn't have the personality. She's not funny. She's dry. I remember when I watched her with Daiwan on the Speak on It.
Uh-huh.
Daiwan said, like, y'all can love her or hate her, but Nini's funny at the end of the day. She has that personality. And Candy's just sitting there like, yeah. Like, even Daiwan was like, yeah, rather y'all like her or not, she is funny. Kandi doesn't have that special it factor. She doesn't. All she talks about is her one Grammy, and now it's going to be the Masked Singer for the next 5 years. We're never going to hear the end of it. Oh, the Masked Singer. And, she talks about her businesses and whatever. And that is something to celebrate. I do admire her. She's, somebody to look up to. But you're never going to be the head honcho, the face of the Atlanta franchise. It's not going to happen. You
But,
just don't
somebody
have.
said there can be two, and I guess there can be two, but there's only one number one, and I feel like that's where Kandi. I feel that she feels some kind of way. It just seems that way. Like, I don't
Yeah.
know for a fact, but just from the outside looking in, it's like Kandi wants that spot. And even if she gets it in title, and she won't have it. You know what I'm saying? Because all of the fans already feel that the number one spot is already, solidified.
Yeah, that was solidified years ago. I feel like when Nene left for season 9, when she was gone, yeah, it was the whole Phaedra thing, and everybody was like on Kandi's side. Everybody was championing Kandi, and then Nene came back, and she didn't really know what to do. She just piggybacked off of, oh, I hate Phaedra, fuck Phaedra. I mean, yeah, Portia and Phaedra. Like, she gave her a storyline. And to be honest, as for Kandi, the alliance, Kandi and Kenya, I feel like they really are walking on thin ice, and they're playing a very dangerous game because they need to learn from frickin' Frack. If y'all fuck around for too long, learn from Frick and Frack. Okay, Frick and Frack were doing they were doing the most. Okay, and learn from Phaedra. I'm telling you, it's gonna blow up in their face because I know eventually Kenya is gonna turn on Kandi. It will happen. All these alliances and all of that is eventually, it never turns out well. Somebody always turns on one. And I feel like her day is coming. Kandi really needs to be careful. Because the thing is, the alliances, I don't know. And obviously, Kenya's gonna attack the newbie as she always does. If they bring somebody new, I feel like they will eventually. But it's like she needs to learn from, yes, Alaka, learn from the lunchbox. She really does, because
Well,
it's too much.
I get it. Thank you so much, Mickey. I always appreciate you.
Thank you, Michelle. Have a good day.
All right, you too. Bye. Don't be getting mad because somebody said they mad because I want, hey, Kenny Ken.
Hey, Michelle, what's good?
Oh, Lord, what's wrong with
Blessings and
Okay,
love.
hey, you got a little delay.
Can you hear me now?
Huh?
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you fine. It's just it's fine. I can't watch your mouth. I have to hear you
Okay,
because you
that's
got a
fine.
little delay.
I just want to say that what your last caller said, everything is really strategic. But in the same sense with Kandi, we know that's how it is. But I feel like she took a page from the Big Brother book. And what she did is when she took that page, she brung an alliance into the show with Kenya in order to kind of force Nene out of the way. And when she did that, that was wrong. And I have a question for you. I was wondering with, the economy and everything, is Eva, is she eligible for unemployment?
She might be. I mean, independent contractors can get unemployment these days. The pandemic relief.
Michelle, all honesty, she needs to go. And I just want to say two things about new cast numbers. I feel like she needs to go because she spent so much time being pregnant during the period that she was on the show. She missed a lot of cast trips. And not even that, on this season alone, what she did that really bothered me the most is she would say things. And when people would confront her about it, she would just be like, I didn't say that or whatever. But the camera, clearly she said it. And you have to stand 10 toes down on these reality shows because that's what it is. Even though some of it may be a bit scripted, you need to stand 10 toes down on it. And lastly, I think that I know that Nene is safe. Portia posted where she was safe. And we definitely know that Kandi is safe. I've heard that Tamar Braxton is rumored to be coming onto the show.
Why do y'all always do that? I don't believe that.
Yeah, but I feel like she's going to be another Nene. But I really do feel like they should make one cast change, and I feel like it's necessary.
I feel like Tamar Braxton wants to be on the show. I think she'd probably get her left pinky finger to be on the show, but I don't think Bravo would bring her on the show because typically they don't use people who have been involved in other similar reality type shows. So like she was on the Braxtons for years on WeTV. I don't see her transitioning to Bravo on the Housewives.
Another thing that might be problematic, like for Nene, I think that Bravo is the type of company where they would actually bring Giovanna in just to get some type of reaction out of her because they know how she is about the show, even if it was in a friend capacity. But at the end of the day, I really would like to see Marlo have a peach. I don't know why.
I think she deserved it. She's earned it at this point.
Absolutely. And you know, Eva tried to, like Nene said, you keep on trying to save that plum and turn it into a peach. Nobody's gonna help you. Respect your elders, okay? Nene was ready and she was here for it. Mm-hmm. And even though I don't like Kenya, I really don't. She is good for the show because she's problematic. She makes good TV, and it is what it is. I hate to say it. I hate to say it, but you know, even with, you know, Ken and, you know, her little husband or whatever, I really do think that she is basically paying for a husband or whatever, allegedly. I don't know what she's doing, but at the same time, I just feel like he is not really, if I'm going to be paying you to be with me, you at least got to be nice to me.
The shade.
Like, give me a little bit of...
I feel like perhaps he was paid for other things and he didn't get paid to be on the show, especially the show he was supposed to be paid to be on, which was season 10 that she got the boot. I think that's what he was supposed to be on, and he didn't bank on being this involved for this long, but that's just my opinion.
That's right. And when they went in her closet this time around, it was just like the last time. It looked like she had the same clothes, or maybe she had just went and bought a whole bunch of clothes because they had tags on them and everything, and you can tell that it's for show. And for me, it's just, it causes me to be irritated. But at the same time, I know that there's a better replacement for her. Cynthia, I can deal with her in a friend capacity, but to me, she's boring. Like I said, I want Marlo. I really want Marlo. I think they're going to bump Tanya up to full time. There's no question about that because Kenya's already given her recommendation. But Nene has a 3-year contract, so she's definitely back.
Okay. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you calling in.
Yes, thank you so much.
All right. Bye. Oh, no. Yes, y'all brave souls on this camera.
Brave.
Yes, I love it.
It's me.
Hello.
Hi. I'm surprised you're actually on live right now. What's going on? I am really shocked.
I mean, because y'all kept harassing me. I was like, well, let me get it over with earlier. So
yeah, hang on, let me just try. I think I'm kind of bent. Oh my gosh. You know what? I actually was just browsing through YouTube because I was trying to check some tutorials and because I haven't checked social media at all today. So when I saw your title, I was like, what is happening right now? First of all, she's on at this time and Eva has been fired. What is happening? So I was like, okay, I need to tune in really quickly. And quick disclaimer, my laptop is like 10 years old. So disregard the blurriness of the screen, right? I thought I'll come on camera since you've demanded it. So basically, as we are talking about Nene, allow me to be briefly Nene's publicist, okay?
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Due to recent events that occurred in an interview that Miss Leakes took for Glamour magazine South Africa on Instagram Live, we would like to send out an apology of the statement made by Mrs. Leakes, that stated that basically compared George Floyd and her current situation in the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Now, even if that does not call for the public outrage that is going on right now, we do understand that people might perceive it in a manner that might be perceived as though she is comparing her situation directly to George Floyd. Might it was a statement that was made merely in poor taste given the timing. And so we'd just like to send our apologies for anyone that might felt hurt or affected by this. Close. Can we move on from that now?
I mean, I talked about it earlier in the stream, and like I said, I just feel like, again, it was just poorly worded. But if you watch the entire stream, the entire hour-long stream, they touched on several topics, and that just happened to be one of them. When she was, began talking about the housewives, I guess, she was still in that mindset and brought that up. Again, I'm not defending it, but at the end of the day, we've all said some things we wish we could have taken back. And talking about racial injustices, period. And
I actually watched the whole live stream. I watched the whole live stream, and I remember when she did mention that, immediately my thought went to, I can bet you any money there's some people who are going to misconstrue this. And so I kind of understand where people are coming from, in the sense that they're saying, oh, she shouldn't have done that, she's cancelled. But you don't have to cancel someone for basically placing words and sentences in the wrong place. That's not what she meant at the end of the day. You can't say someone getting killed is the same as someone being ganged up on in Real Housewives of Atlanta. She used it as an analogy, and maybe the timing and with everything going on was not right. It was not perfect, but at the end of the day, it's honestly not that deep to have to feel the need to cancel someone. I don't think it's necessary to take it that far. It's not that deep. Do you see what I mean? I think it's funny because they consistently allow people to even basically hold self-pity lives and things like that, you know, when they are colorists, even the racists, you know, and people want to really fire on their own people for just basically miswording themselves and just like mumbling up their words. If you know Nene, to be honest, right? If you really, really know Nene, to be honest, you know that she literally will spit out everything that she thinks almost immediately. And so sometimes she doesn't take the moment to kind of filter her words properly and kind of separate the two.
Live video, in a live interview or something.
It's too late to take it back, and you can't edit it out and say, oh my gosh, I didn't mean to say it like that, can you please edit it for me? You know, because at the end of the day, this is live. That's what happens. There are many times, even with everything going on, is there anyone here in the chat who's actually felt like, oh my gosh, I absolutely hate white people and I wish I could actually just kill all of them? Do you mean that you're actually going to do that? Sometimes you have felt that when you've watched the videos, right? Surely certain things evoke certain emotions, but if in the moment you happen to say something, it doesn't always mean that is what you actually mean. Sometimes people go with the moments, with the way they're feeling. Do you know what I mean? And the news of Eva getting fired, oh wow, I'm not surprised. I'm sorry, but she was just a waste of space. She was a waste of space. And let's not mention the fact that she is an evident colorist, you know, and I think Bravo fired her for two reasons. One, at the end of the day, she can't keep getting pregnant with every single season that comes along, right? And two, with the fact that there's been statements that she's been questioned on about during the reunion, and several times she's been called out for saying black with a Q, nappy-headed things. Bravo cannot afford to take that kind of stick right now. Like I said last time in the live, where I was saying that there are a lot of people a lot of companies are kind of like trying to avoid any further backlash because of COVID-19 and losing their businesses. I mean, losing money. Well, some have lost their businesses, but losing money. They don't want to lose any more money if the topic of, oh, there's racial injustice within your organization, there's racial injustice within your organization. They can't afford to take that. And so she became too much of a liability to keep on the show. How are you going to keep getting paid and yet you're not doing your work? In a real life job situation, 9 to 5, you would be fired. So it's kind of standard and it's expected. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of expected. So, you know, and some people kind of touched on like Cynthia, like, are they going to do a wedding show, or is this a rumor? Or people just
they were saying that's what she wanted, remember, because she set her wedding date earlier in the year, and it just so happened to be like normally that would be when the season would be wrapping. So when she said 10/10/20 is like, oh, okay, well, she's planning on her wedding being the end of season 13, so it would all tie together or whatever. But you know, we don't know if she's back or not.
A wedding for Cynthia? I don't know. I mean, if she does, then Kenya is probably going to likely bulldoze that thing.
But we don't really care about
if Kenya is going to be a bridesmaid. If they go ahead and try to do that, I think Kenya is going to come and try bulldoze the whole thing and be the star of her show, of Cynthia's show. Because she's going to be a bridesmaid, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah, but then Kenya and Cynthia kind of bump heads at the end. Like, I don't think they're as cool as they used to be.
Oh, okay, that's news to me. That's how little attention I pay. Listen, when people rub me up the wrong way, I literally do not pay them attention, even on social media. I literally pay them absolute dust. Because why should I keep absorbing someone like I'm not feeling, you know, making me feel negative? I don't do that. So, I mean, because the thing is, the reason why I feel a wedding is not possible for Cynthia and shouldn't be possible in terms of televised version or her own show, whatever, is because Cynthia can never truly exist as her own person. She can never. She always has someone to back her up. When Nene was not around when they were beefing, she had Peter. When you think about it, whenever no one was really coming for her, Peter would actually stand up for her. If not, it's Kenya. If not, it's Nene. So she literally cannot stand by herself and actually stand out. She might be an amazing, beautiful woman, and she looks amazing for her age, but unfortunately, she is like watching paint dry. And so for the viewers, she would be sending them to sleep, literally. And so I think a wedding spin-off, I don't know what she would have to bring to the table for it to be successful and for it to have the ratings that people would want, unless she goes maybe to another network. But Cynthia, I don't think she is ideal to have her own standalone show because she just doesn't have it. Similar to the way someone said earlier that Kandi doesn't have that thing to be the queen. She doesn't have the X factor. You know, you have to have that je ne sais quoi, as they say, you know, you have to have that je ne sais quoi. If you don't have that, you know, it's difficult. Whether you like someone or absolutely hate someone, they need to be able to stand in their own lane and actually stand out. And that is what the industry is all about. It's the reason why there's so many reality shows and you find that there's always a front runner. That's why you see when it comes to groups, girl groups, boy groups, this and that, the other, there's always someone that always ends up being picked to be the front runner because they're the one who has the X factor. They might not even be the best singer, but because they're the one that the public gravitate towards, they're the person who ends up being put in the front line, whether you like it or not. And unfortunately for Kandi, as well as Cynthia, it's just not it. You know, I do admire Kandi's business ethic. I do admire the fact that she really pushes hard, although I do find some of her methods a little bit suspect. I do find her methods a little bit suspect because I'm the type of person, I like to analyze things. Maybe I over analyze, I don't know. You know, I like to become a bit CSI. I know I watch too much TV. But like, you know, when I look at when I watch the Real Houses of Atlanta, sometimes I try to read between the lines. You know, sometimes it's important to do that. Don't just see things for what they are. Try and read between the lines and see what's actually really going on. And from what I see from Kandi, it's a situation where, I mean, it's kind of played out on its own right now because she's slowly unraveling and you're getting to really see what Kandi's antics without us having to kind of dig for it. You know, she does pull strings here and there that I would consider a little bit dirty behind the scenes, and the whole alliance situation and the way she tries to get roles. Yes, she's learned a few tricks from being on other reality shows and like Big Brother, and she's trying to bring them to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. But at the same time, that's kind of dangerous to bring to the table to somewhere where you're supposed to have a sisterhood. Fine, you want your business to prosper, but are you so desperate to be on top? Like, where is your self-esteem? You're a whole married woman, a whole wife, a whole mother with a massive family who are on screen more than anybody else in the franchise. What more do you want? For real.
She wants the acknowledgement. I mean,
we already knew her from Escape. That's enough acknowledgement. She can walk away with that. Well, she's got a Grammy. That's enough acknowledgement. Do you know people would give an arm and a leg for a Grammy?
You're right.
They would.
Somebody
so
saying,
what more does she want?
Nene should have had a show. My thing is the Housewives is her show, in my opinion.
The Housewives is her show, but I just feel like the Housewives has done her a lot of disservice. I think the Housewives has done a lot of disservice, and I think at this point she should start trying to negotiate executive producer position so that she can be able to actually bring some girls on. And if she needs a break herself, she needs to be able to take a backseat if she wants to and say, hey, you know, this is what I want it to be like, you know, that sort of thing. I think she's kind of earned her stripes on that aspect of it. Quite frankly, I've seen a lot of shows, and not just not reality shows, but like scripted shows where they have the cast and they're brand new and the show is new. And then a few seasons later, it's really, really popular, which we can say about the Housewives of Atlanta, correct? It's extremely popular. It is the highest rated reality show, right? And so it's popular, it's highly rated. And so really and truly, the ones that have been there from the beginning and have literally put their blood, sweat and tears into it should have a window open for them to be executive producers or producers in some sort of shape or form, because they do that with a lot of scripted shows. You find that years later, so-and-so is on the credits, so-and-so is on the credits, so-and-so. Some of them are even given the opportunity to direct. Why can't they do that with reality shows? Because that way, at least it kind of maintains the authenticity. It kind of maintains that I would say oomph that it needs in terms of having to receive real feedback and real input for the people who are actually experiencing it.
You're right.
You know, it might, I'm living in La La Land or fairy tale land, you know, wanting something like that to happen. But ideally, that's what would work for them. I think it would really work for them, you know, and I don't know. It's just how I see it, you know. And I think some people earlier on kept on saying, oh, Nene's a bully, Kenya's a bully. Okay, here's the thing about this whole bully situation. I think at some point or another within the Housewives, every single one of these women have displayed bully-like behavior.
True.
Is there someone that actively is a bully? I would say, I won't use that word. I would call them a Machiavellian. If you know what a Machiavellian is, someone who literally will manipulate any situation so that they can be able to get their way. That is Kenya Moore. Kenya Moore, from day one, I have marked her as a Machiavellian because I've seen her behave. I'm like, oh my gosh, she's literally a Machiavellian. Because the way she behaves and the way she pushes things forward for them to kind of to get reaction or to get a certain audience reaction or to get sympathy from the public or to get girls to be on her side or to make other people look bad or her playing victim, that is very manipulative behavior.
Yeah.
Very manipulative behavior. So Machiavellian, she is the Machiavellian, and I give her that title. If we're going to be giving crowns or whatever, I would give Kenya Moore the Machiavellian title. You know, but as for Eva getting fired, for me, well done, bravo, well done. You know, at the end of the day, I'm sorry, but you cannot be allowing everybody else to do the work and you do nothing. That is an insult to us, the viewers. And it's an insult to production and everyone else that's actually working hard within the production, within the whole establishment, really. You know.
Well, Alaka, you touched on everything. It's time for me to go now. You didn't hit everything. No. I appreciate you, Alaka, as always. I'm gonna take a few more calls. But
thank you, Michelle.
All right.
Take later.
All right. Bye. Alaka turned up, honey. She got everybody together. I appreciate Alaka so much. Hold on. Tamika.
Hey.
How you doing?
Girl, look, I'm working from home, so excuse all this.
Look, me too. I'm just saying.
No, but you fly. I do the least, you do the most, okay? From working from home. I do the least.
I don't have on no makeup. I just don't. Whatever. Anyway, we're not gonna go there. Not gonna be with
no.
Look, no, Tamika. Let's talk about the topic at hand. I'm not gonna fight you on this.
Okay. So, first of all, this whole Kandi situation, y'all know, I'm just like Jezebel. Me and Jezebel, we are the card-holding presidents of the Kandi Culture Clique, okay? Mm-hmm. But, however, I do see, how do I say this? I'm going to be honest. I do see where she used her friendship with Kenya to her advantage. I'm not going to go as far as say, oh, when were they close and all that? Because I follow Kandi, so even when she wasn't on last season, they were always hanging out. They actually started hanging out around the time when that whole thing with Apollo came out, and Kandi was like, dang, I was following them. And comes out, Apollo, he admitted that he lied. So I think she kind of felt bad, and she started being more open to Kenya. That started from there. But she did use Kenya's ability to be a bully. She used that to kind of push Nene out a little bit. I believe that. Mm-hmm. But on the same end, let me get your girl together. Michelle, let's be honest. If Nene wasn't doing the most, she wouldn't be such an easy target. Let's just be honest.
Okay. But somebody got to do the most. Somebody got to be the star. Somebody got to, like I'm just saying, somebody got to bring it. If it wasn't, but she's not bullying up on anybody else. You don't see her clicking up with nobody to come at Portia or clicking up with anybody to come at Kandi. Like at the end of the day,
Portia had her back though. Portia was like, "F this," and it did seem like it was two cliques against each other at that reunion. So I can't say that. Mm-hmm. But I will say this. Nene is the type that will stand alone. Like, she gets in her feelings. She's very sensitive. But at the end of the day, her and Kenya have a knack for standing alone. The only thing with Nene will get in her feelings and call bullshit. Bull crap and be like, I'm done. Kenya, because she knows she violent, evil, she'll stand there and take it. Because she knows she'll stand there and take it, she'll get dragged because she knows she provokes a lot of things. Same thing with the Portia situation. She knew she couldn't play victim even though Portia dragged her because you provoked it. So that's a lot of times Kenya takes it as opposed to Nene because she knows she's utter vile. She knows she provokes stuff. Whereas Nene, she felt like, okay, I've been apologizing, and I'm still getting ganged up on. What the hell do y'all want me to do? So I'm done. I'm tired. And then this whole thing with her other friend, they done fell out. She was just done. She's tired. That's it. She's tired. She done fell out with everybody. Ain't nobody trying to hear her. She's trying to be cool, but won't nobody let her be cool. The thing about this thing with her comparing herself to George Floyd, she was wrong. She was wrong for that. Get your girl together.
I mean, you didn't hear what you rewind and watch my commentary. We talked about it. I said I'm not going to defend what you said, but I understood where she was coming from. She talking about like the racial injustices at Bravo, and she made a bad analogy. However, I don't feel like it should be let's counsel her because she said that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like because she's a bigger than life personality, people put these weight on her words. Somebody clipped it up and sent it around and it went viral. And to me, that's just proof of her star power, if anything. Because hell, we all done said stupid things that didn't, hit the net and go viral. But there's that.
I agree. And I
didn't call the protesters animals. You know what I'm saying? She didn't do what Trina did. But again, like I said, even Trina, we've all had some words that we've said, in the moment, talking about certain things that we wish we could take back. Like everybody is not going to say the right thing all the time. Hell, I believe she even said on social media, hell, some people are scared to speak out on certain things because, at risk of getting canceled. You know what I mean? You got to think about your statement 20 or 30 times. Is this going to sound right? Are they going to take this the wrong way? What's going to happen? And so when people say, why aren't celebrities speaking on this? Because it's not the celebrity's place to say. And, when they do, it's like, we nitpick it. So I don't know.
That's true. And I do agree. The internet it's a gift and a curse in the sense of these celebrities can no longer be private. And I'm tired of people saying, well, if they want us talking about it, don't put it on the net. Some of that is true, and then some of it is you still nitpick and choose of what you want to see and want to cancel them for whatever reason. Because you don't like them, because you believe they said something you don't agree with. I do agree with that we tend to take something and run with it. And I believe that you always need to listen to the entire commentary. So I was glad you pointed that out. Like, listen to the whole interview. I mean, hell, I told you, I'm a fan of Whitney Williams. Hey, if I can sit up here and tell people, hey, listen to her whole commentary because she done said some stupid stuff too, I get it. You sometimes, when stuff is chopped up or they're only using that part, you just never know. And yeah, and sometimes it is just a bad analogy. I was just telling you, for her, just be like, girl, they ain't gonna cancel you, but that was kind of problematic.
I'm sure she knows. She knows. We all know. I mean, again, it's certain words you can't take back in the middle of a live interview. You know what I'm saying? Like,
true that. And then this whole thing with Kandi. Okay. So here's the thing. Kandi likes to win. And I do believe, like y'all said, she was on Big Brother. She learned about alliances. And again, like I told y'all, she used that and she used her relationship with Kenya to form a quote unquote alliance. But also this whole thing of, oh, Kandi's this, Kandi's that. It's like, I know what it is. It's just because she hates to lose and because sometimes she comes off. I'm sorry, y'all. Let me get my stuff together. Oh, well. See, that's because I'm on my phone. I'm not on my computer. Okay. So I know that a lot of people want to throw her, take her off her high horse and not acknowledge her accomplishments because she comes off as she's full of herself. But I don't know. I guess because I don't just compare these people to the show. Just like with Nene. I like Nene, not just because she's funny on the show, but I look at what she does outside of the show because I know, again, this is a show. So I think one of the reasons why I like Kandi is because if you look at her outside the show, she's a really genuine person. Like even y'all was laughing at her because she was crying. I was like, actually, I can understand where she was coming from. But people were like, oh my God, she cried. I'm like, what the? I understand why she was crying, but hey, maybe that's just me. As you say, I digress.
I understood, but I don't know. We
all don't like her because of personal issues. Y'all was cool, y'all ain't cool no more. So she was getting wrong until y'all become cool, but it's okay.
Tamika, on that note, I love you. I gotta take another call.
Bye, girl.
Bye, Tamika. You're gonna call me out, Tamika. Jazbell.
Hey, Michelle.
What you want, Jazbell? Hey.
I want to say that Eva did not beat them to the punch because Eva was making up an excuse because she did not get her letter. She would have came out and said.
No, I mean, I agree. I guess we're thinking of it two different ways, but we're saying the same thing. I'm saying she got in front of it, i.e., she said she quit.
Yeah.
Knowing she didn't get a letter.
But she would have said that a week or two ago if her excuse was legit.
Right. Right after the reunion.
Yeah. But I have more opinions. Are you going on Patreon?
Yes, late tonight. I'm supposed to go out to eat with a friend. So I was, biding time until then. I'm like, let me go live and talk about this while.
But really quick, Nene needs a publicist.
How you know she ain't got one?
She got one.
Of course.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You don't think she had a publicist?
Well, no, I'm just looking out for her. I'm not trying to shake her.
Didn't her people respond to Kenya in that interview Kenya did and said something about everybody knew about her man or something?
Oh, okay. Okay. Maybe that's just how Nene is, but yeah, the George Floyd thing was a little off, but I get Nene's sentiments on it. So no, I'm getting on I'm doing my hair. I'm getting on camera on Patreon. Yes, we on Nene's payroll. Okay, bye, Michelle.
Okay, good night, Jezebel. Y'all so nosy. Y'all are so nosy. Tamika, why you still on the back end? Hang up, Tamika. I see you still back there. Yeah, we talk about you behind your back. I'm about to boot you so you can go back in the chat. Go to the chat, Tamika. Bottom line.
Hey, Michelle. It's been a while.
Hi.
Say, how you doing? It's been a while. Yeah, I haven't been watching your show, but I've been kind of busy. But I've been following. So I don't know if you saw like a couple days ago. I feel like Nene already knew that Eva was going to get fired because one of the blogs, well, not really a blog, Instagram page, she had posted a comment that Nene made responding to a fan. When the fan was talking about Nene getting ganged up on and blah, 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 Nene responded saying something like, yeah, change needs to happen. It's not fair. And then she put in caps, change is here. Like, don't worry, change is here. And so when she said that, immediately to my mind, I thought Eva got fired. And this was like 4 or 5 days ago. So I feel like she already knew, like they probably told her. And then also with the Yvonne thing, I honestly feel like Nene would give them an ultimatum. Like, if Yvonne comes back, I'm not coming back. Do you think she would do something like that?
Wait a minute.
Because it would be obvious why they're bringing her back. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't think. I doubt. First of all, I know Yvonne ain't got no peach. I don't think Yvonne coming back. Hell, they didn't pay her. How's she gonna come back when she was never there?
And that's my point. So if if they bring her on, like, let's say as a friend, it would be obvious that they're bringing her on to taunt Nene. And if that's what Nene's fighting against, I don't see her wanting to be on the show with Yvonne. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, as far as Cynthia, I don't mind her like being a friend. And I actually started seeing her fiance in a different light. I don't know if you saw Noelle's prank on Mike.
No,
I don't follow her, but I caught it on one of the blogs and it took me to the link. It was extremely funny and it just showed them in a different light. And I know in the video, Cynthia was talking about how she's going back to Atlanta. So maybe, I don't know, maybe she is coming back to the show. As far as Eva, I didn't want, like, I don't like Eva. Well, I didn't like Eva, and she was annoying, and I wanted her off the show. But I kind of feel bad for her. Like, even when she was giving that statement, you could kind of hear like the sadness in her voice, but she was trying to mask it. Was that just me? And I just kind of felt bad a little bit. Y'all didn't feel
Yeah,
bad?
I mean, yeah, of course. You could tell she was trying to mask it. And I feel like, again, she was giving, the Ricky Smiley show a scoop because it was about to hit the fan anyway. Somebody had already said the blogs had it first before, Eva even made the announcement. So,
Right.
yeah, I mean, who didn't
And
know Eva?
lastly, as far as Kandi, I mean, most people already touched on it. I do think that most of her moves are business, and she is strategic. Like, I don't really buy into the fact that because she did the rainbow thing, the LGBTQ thing today, I don't think that she's trying to get into Nene's market. I think maybe she just wanted to do that. I don't know, to create business for herself. I don't really think it was about Nene. Like, I don't think everything she does is
Well, no,
about
I
Nene.
don't
And
think
I'm
it's
not a
a
Kandi fan.
Yeah, and I'm not trying to compare her to Nene. I just find it strange, like, why now, after all these years, do you want to be seen as an ally? Like, she hasn't been to any of the Pride events. You don't see Kandi participating in things like that. So I just felt it was odd that she would do it now as opposed to, years ago.
Yeah, I get it. Do you feel like Portia was throwing shade when she posted that this morning? Or was that just me?
Probably.
Oh, okay. Anyway, that's it. Bye, Michelle. Nice talking to you.
All right. Thanks, bottom line.
Bye-bye.
Bye. All right. Yvonne, are you ready? Where's your picture, Yvonne? I can't see you. Yvonne. Hello. Okay, well, I'm going on to the next. We don't see your face, Yvonne. You just gonna hide? You just gonna have the camera facing the ceiling? Yvonne. Okay, I'm done. Ari. Ari or Ari?
It's Ari. Can you hear me?
Hi, Ari. How you doing?
I'm fine. Is my audio good?
Yes, your audio is perfect. How you doing?
Okay. I know you're gonna get on me.
No, I'm not gonna fuss. I'm not gonna fuss. I understand. It takes a lot to get on camera. No, look. Just let me. I just prefer that y'all be on the camera because I'm like,
I understand.
I can do it, you can do it. But
I get it. Any other day but today. But when you went live, I was actually out running errands and I was rushing home because I was like, today is the day I want to get on. I have so much to say and chime in about this. Okay, just to start it off, I want to say that right now we are in a very delicate period of time right now. We're all home. Most of us aren't working. I just recently got laid off from my job, to be honest, and we have plenty of time and plenty of time to watch and see what everybody's doing. And on top of all the protests and the police brutality coming back, with the resurgence again, we all are just upset. We're weary, and we just have a lot of emotions right now. And with that being said, I think it's time for most of us to come to the conclusion that most of these celebrities do not have the vernacular to speak on issues like this. They just don't. Just because you're famous, just because you're successful, does not mean that you carry the knowledge to speak on things like this. And unfortunately, love Nene to death, but what she said, it was a bad hot take for her. And I think a lot of corporations or companies are coming to that conclusion because I've seen a few, actually Groupon recently, they gave their Twitter account to someone else who actually does have the knowledge and the vernacular to speak on these issues, who's actually in the community and speaking out against injustices, 24 hours to run their Twitter account to speak on their behalf. I thought that was a brilliant idea because you don't want to be the person or the company to say the wrong thing right now, because we are on everybody's case. We have our foot on everybody's neck right now. We are pissed off. And because of that, I think you need to, as a celebrity, I think it's important to take a step back, realize what you are capable of and incapable of, and make the best choice from that moving forward. And I think that's something that she could benefit from. And not just her. I think most, like even a few weeks ago, Beyonce was called out. It didn't grow that much, but a lot of people were upset when she released her first statement about what was going on. And it seemed like she was scared to say Black people. She kept saying people of color. And it's like, no, sweetie, Black people. Like, it's okay. You can say Black people. Anybody that has an issue with you saying Black people, something is wrong with them, not you. It's us that's on camera being killed.
Well, the same thing
And
with Trina. Remember, Trina was on her radio show, and the things that she said about people acting like animals, and
exactly,
you
it's
know,
been happening quite a bit. And like I said, I just think we all need to. Honestly, I have been part of the Open Your Purse movement. I don't know if you're familiar with that. I'm kind of tired of celebrities talking. Let's donate some money. Let's match some donations from some fans. Words mean nothing right now. It's people you can bail out of jail. It's organizations that are on the floor, on the ground floor, that's getting things done. Let's help them out. Let's uplift the movement that way, because you putting some words on Twitter and on Instagram means little to nothing.
Right.
Other than a few likes. It's just that's where I am with it.
I totally agree.
That's my opinion. Like I said, I am a Nene fan, but that's my opinion on what was captured of her saying. So to transition from that, and I'll keep it brief. I see a lot of disrespect coming Nene's way, and it comes from a lot of Black people, and I think it's really sad. But I'm gonna need y'all to put some respect on Nene Smithsonian Leakes' name. Nene Leakes is in the Smithsonian. Like, I need y'all to acknowledge that. Yeah, you have Miss USA. Yeah, you have Kandi Burruss, Grammy Award winning Kandi Burruss. You have supermodel Cynthia Bailey, and Nene Leakes is in the Smithsonian. Everybody had their first break. Hers came on Real Housewives of Atlanta, but she made it. And to continuously compare her to what the other ladies were doing, I saw a meme going around with Cynthia on the runway, Kenya on stage getting crowned as Miss USA, Kandi, winning a Grammy or whatever. And it was like her mugshot, Nene's mugshot was in there. I was like, yeah, okay, she's been arrested before, and now they're all on the same show. So it's not where you start, it's where you end, right? Like I said, it's time to put some respect on her name. And as a Black woman, I think it's a lot. I think it's a lot that people say these things, and ultimately it just comes down to none of them are broke. Right. Everybody got more money than me. Yeah. That's how I feel about it. So I could throw as much shots as I want to, but they can write a check that I can't write. And I think people need to come to terms with that when it comes to Nene. We all can throw our shade, but the belittling and the tearing down, it's just a little too much. And I think people need to come to terms with that. Just straight facts. Again, the transition again. I'm a little annoyed with Kandi and this Todrick Hall collaboration. If you know about Todrick Hall, then you know if you want to get in with the gay community, that is the last person to collaborate with. He is such a poser. He is known for using being Black and being gay to further push his agenda. He is known for not paying the people he collaborates with. He has been exposed so many times, even recently with his whole Billboard cover. It caused a lot of noise online, because it's just like, of all the Black gay representations you can get, Todrick Hall is, even down to the way he defended Taylor Swift when her whole thing blew up early this year or last year. It just looked as if he was just playing Superwoman to a white woman instead of letting her stand on her own and hold her own footing and stuff. If you know, like I said, it's so much evidence online.
I don't know much about Todrick Hall. I mean,
like I said, he's somebody that is extremely talented. He has had so many comments that have been made about that are colorist, that have been anti-Black. He has been called out so many times. Like I said, he is just he has a lot of controversy attached to his name. Like I said, even recently, he's been on all the videos where he has so many collaborations with people. If you're not famous, he doesn't pay you. He just doesn't. He uses you. He uses you for your content. He will use you for your talents. He will put the video out. He will make a lot of money, and he will not pay you what you were told that you were going to be paid. It is all available on google.com. It's there. And like I said, in terms of Kandi, you're clearly pandering. And like I said, with Todrick being talented, yeah, you can get some good material with him, but you're clearly pandering. We just came off of the Pulse nightclub anniversary a few days ago. I checked her Instagram just to be sure before I make this comment, but no post, no mention about what happened at Pulse. 40-something people got killed senselessly. No mention of that, but now we're posting pictures of us in a rainbow outfit. Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, and you know what's crazy? That's well, I didn't talk about Pulse or whatever, but what I'm saying about Kandi is I've never known her to be the person to be at the gay pride, or to be a paid performer, or even an appearance, scheduled appearance for any of the gay pride events. And I have been a part of them over the years. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm like, why this year as opposed to any other year? It just seemed kind of odd to me.
She's pandering, and she's clearly trying to tap into a market that she thinks is going to be financially beneficial to her. The gay community is known for being loyal, for always, they will keep your pockets lined. If they feel like you're an ally, they will keep money in your pocket. They will invite you to the events just so you can make an extra couple dollars. And not honestly, Kandi doesn't need it, but there's clearly an agenda present, and she's trying to gain access to this community. And I mean, she's entitled to do whatever she wants to. And honestly, cancel culture doesn't really exist. The only person that has ever truly been canceled was a Black woman, was Chrisette Michele, which is so unfortunate because looking back, I mean, she shouldn't have performed at the White House. She shouldn't have. And her excuse, the Basquiat skirt or whatever, it was BS. But we say Kanye West is canceled. Kanye still makes money. We say Taylor Swift is canceled. Taylor Swift is still, like, nobody ever really gets canceled except for Black women. So I wouldn't even really be concerned about that in terms of like Nene and Kandi. But right now, it's just different. It's different than it's ever been before. You can't just say what you want to right now. I think people aren't going to be affected by it. You can't pander to a community to financially gain something from them and think that nobody's going to take notice of this. So whatever it is you're looking for to get out of that situation, just be careful, because you may get more than what you're bargaining for. And like I said, historically, Black women are the only ones that are truly canceled when it comes down to quote unquote cancel culture.
Yeah.
But it was just a bad move to collaborate with Todrick. It was just I'm not listening to the song anyways. I'll be honest with you. No need to lie.
Yeah.
But
that's why I'm like, I guess if she wants.
It was a bad move. Like, as a business person, as somebody who is like wanting to be known for all their quote unquote businesses and being a businesswoman, like to be connected with somebody that doesn't like to pay their employees or pay their collaborators, that is really nasty to be associated with.
Yeah.
I would caution, but I don't know what Don Juan got going on, but he should have done his research. Google is free. You don't even have to make an account to get up on Google. You just type what you want to in, and everything just pop up.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I appreciate you so much.
And they should have plenty of time.
Thank you so much. And all
right, Michelle, take it
easy. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, I'm about to run up out of here. It's one more Yvonne, is your camera working? Is your camera working now? You look frozen. Hello, Yvonne. Yvonne or Yvonne? Hello. Your camera's not working, my love. I'm sorry. Okay, so anyway, you guys, we talked about a lot of stuff. I've been on for an hour and 42 minutes. Yay! And it's still 2,000 some odd people in here counting Facebook. Shout out to my Facebookers. Somebody was talking about stars on Facebook. Stars on Facebook is the same thing as Super Chat on YouTube. It's just a way to show support to the channel. So if you want to give 100 stars, which is $1, you can. Alaka, why are you here, girl? I'm getting ready to go.
I know.
Why you come back in here?
Okay, so basically, I just want to quickly just address what people are saying about Kandi doing the whole Todrick Hall collaboration. And I kind of get it. I actually do find it a little bit suspect that all of a sudden she's going into the whole I can never say the letters right. I do apologize if I offend anyone. But if she's going to the gay community, basically. And I'll give you something. I'm in the industry myself. And many years, right, people have always spoken about, if you want to do this show, if you want to get into this event or situation, go to the gay one, there's loads of money there. And so there's a lot of talk that actually happens behind the scenes about where the money is. And now that actually brings about a bigger question to, okay, so should we be further looking into the discrimination against Black people within the gay community in that case? Because if people are saying the key holders of all the checks and all the coins, as they say, are the gay people, and Black people are constantly being stopped from getting jobs, should we start asking more questions within the gay community? Because I feel like anytime someone wants to come for the gay community, right, people go in an uproar very, very easily, more easily than they do for a Black person. Do you see what I mean? You know, and so for me, I think maybe we should look deeper into the gay community and the people who are actually in power, aka Andy Cohen. You know, perfect example. If you look further, you'll see there's a lot of gay people, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's the fact that what actually happens behind the scenes. We need to actually ask questions. What actually, we're not pressed. We are not pressed. We are talking. We're having a discussion, honey. So like, you know, we need to maybe look into that. I think that's something maybe we should look into to say, okay, is there a real issue? Because I'll give another perfect example. I can't mention the name because he's your nemesis. I don't follow him anymore because I don't like the way he narrates his YouTube channel and stuff like that. But he calls himself basically the rich white woman, and he's Black. You know,
we're talking about Junkie Dineva. Yeah, we know.
Yeah. You know, and like, you know, we need to look at all these little things, you know, people who are actually self-hating, you know, and bear in mind, you know, when it comes to, when I notice a lot of people who dress in drag and that thing, they always try to emulate a white woman. I hardly ever see the ones that come in drag. I watched RuPaul's Drag Race for a long time. I was enjoying it because I love the makeovers, but I hardly ever saw a lot of the Black guys come out and really portray a proper Afro woman. You know, that never really existed. So maybe we need to start asking questions about the people who are the gateholders to their own Black people even, right? So we're talking about even colorism here within the gay community in terms of the powers that be, not just everyday people like us, everyday gay people like us, but the powers that be, the ones who are actually holding the doors, the ones who are actually holding the checks. You know, which brings a bigger question again to the whole Bravo situation. Why are sisters not getting paid the way the Kardashians are getting paid? Because a lot of them want to look like the Kardashians. None of them want to look like the houses of Atlanta.
Right.
You know, but anyways, let me leave you.
Well, thank you, Alaka. Always a pleasure. I appreciate you adding to it. Thank you.
All right. I'll speak to you later.
All right.
Bye.
Well, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Go ahead and like this video. Put your aliens in the air. Look, do I need to, I got to retire my song? Because Eva not here. Thank you so much for the Cash App, Leah McBride. I appreciate you. Do I have to cancel my theme song now that Eva is gone? What we gonna do?
Get ready, because you about to be an ATLien.
What are we gonna do with my theme song? Am I gonna have to turn it down? Erase Eva from the theme song now that she has been booted from Bravo? I know y'all think that she was that she quit, but nobody quits. You know, one of the highest rated reality shows. Nobody quits. She wants you to think she quit, but Bravo did not invite her back. But that's okay. Same way y'all thought Kenya quit. Kenya didn't leave that year. But anyway, I digress. And Nene, y'all already look, it's Team Nene over here. She said some things that maybe, you know, she should have thought twice about. But we know what she meant. She didn't mean it in a derogatory way, and she should not be canceled. If she feels like there are some inequalities at Bravo that she is hesitant about speaking about, we right here listening. We gonna listen. We gonna be there for her. I appreciate all of you who understand too, because you know I have a problem putting it into words, and apparently all y'all know how to do it. But there's that. Hold on. Did I stop? Did I stop my stuff? Yep, I did. So anyway, you guys, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel if you're not already, and visit straightfromtheA.com. If you aren't already, you can become a membership to the channel. The link is in the description below. And also join my Patreon for exclusive live videos, one-on-ones, all of that. You know, we sit and chat and talk, and it's a little bit more intimate than this. So anyway, you guys, I will see you later. I appreciate you. Goodbye.